Previously on Road to Recovery.
The good news was that I was fighting, regardless. No on the doctor recommendation, but that I have made my mind that I'm fighting, because the point was to see the doctor, to have his own opinion. And he was very straightforward. He wasn't holding anything back. He was very clear about the situation and what could be the consequence. Then I made my mind out of it. I'm like, I'm doing this. No matter what it takes, I'm doing it. Today is Tuesday, so yeah, it's four days out. It's a 5 week, man. Gonna check in the hotel, and before you know, it's Saturday, because you're just gonna be going into like fight stuff, interview, press conference, weigh-in, not to mention all the drama. Oh man. So I was going in the hyperbaric chamber every day. We are going to the hyperbaric chamber, trying to get some time there to recovery. It's in the parking lot. They say it's in the van. I don't know how it is. I'm just gonna see. I don't know if it's portable or how. Yeah, I think it's portable.
Yes.
Let's find out. We spoke how we can accommodate me to have one there. I was hoping to have one in my room, but they didn't have that. But they was bringing this big one in the truck.
So this is the same chamber you were diving with at your house. How long were you diving for? 60 or 90 minutes?
I think like 90.
90?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the same?
It's exactly like it's exactly the same. The basic mechanism of action of hyperbaric is to reduce inflammation in your body. If you remove inflammation from your body, you have the ability to treat the injury, ailment, or disease for what it truly is. You're not having to break through barriers of medication, everything else. The basic laws behind it is Henry's law, which is gas under pressure dissolves into a liquid. So gas being oxygen, pressure being the chamber, liquid being your body. Every red blood cell in your body has about 5 oxygen bubbles in it or so. Hyperbarics infuses that red blood cell so full of oxygen that it spills out into your plasma. Not only your red blood cells are oxygen, your whole entire plasma is oxygen. So all your blood, every capillary vein, everything in your body is oxygenated. This is the only modality that doesn't discriminate. If you go into a doctor's office with a torn rotator cuff, they're going to treat just the rotator cuff.
Right.
Nothing else in your body. Hyperbarics helps you on a cellular level. It doesn't discriminate of what your injury or ailment it is. So if you have a bum knee, a bad ankle, gout, your gut flora is messed up, your shoulder is messed up, it's not just going to attack one thing, it helps everything in your body.
With all the stress, everything, and then you get in that hyperbaric chamber. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes not. You have this weird feeling, you're fighting with yourself. At that point, I wasn't caring about like people knowing find out if I'm hurt or not, because I knew like people knew. I was walking around with braces because I couldn't even walk without braces. I couldn't lay down without braces to help sustain my leg. So at that point of time, everybody knows that you're getting ready for a big fight. So everybody that sees you talk to another person who would talk to another one, and then the news was spread out. I mean, I was in the 5 week, and I heard from friends in Cameroon, they're like, oh, they're saying you're hurt, and some people are like, oh, you just want an excuse in case you lost, you're not really hurt, and this and that. And I didn't even tell them that I'm hurt. They're like, yes, we heard that on the news, we saw this on this place. At that point, I couldn't control it anymore.
I mean, can't even take this guy down anymore. Oh, he wrestling now. You can't even take this big one. You can't even take him down no more. God, what happened to you? Wait, stop. Wait, what happened to you? Like, what? What happened? You look skinny guy now. Wow, what happened to you? You were big, 275, 280. That is actually a nightmare. That is, for a guy that used to fight, to see you like doing shit like that is so scary. It makes me very scared. How long are your fucking arms? I mean, Jesus Christ. Look at this shit. Look at this. Zach, look at this shit.
It looks lean.
I mean, thank God I was able to stop fighting in time, huh? Look at this shit right here.
Remember when you were still fighting, you're like, oh, that would have been easy work.
I never said that. I never said that. Man.
How you doing? Good to meet you. Good.
What's up, Decent?
Champ, your chair's over here. A throne for the king.
What is this?
This is a throne for the king right there.
What's up, Megan?
How are you?
Good.
Hey,
Nice to see you.
big old, hey, what's up, man? I mean, his coach even big. I mean, they running the crew. Could you imagine y'all walking into a building, everybody's like, what the fuck? Do you feel the pressure of being the heavyweight champ as you go into this title defense?
Yeah, there's definitely a pressure, but that's what makes you a champ. That's how you make the difference. You handle that. You manage that. How are you, man?
Good to see you. You too. You look great.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good.
Looking sharp. Good, man. How you doing, Reed?
Ready to watch you. Ready to watch you. I just got here.
Good.
Just flew in.
Are you just flew in?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Ngannou flew in yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, when I'll leave. He'll be here. I'm meeting them here.
You know you're gonna see them in the first time. You know it's gonna be the first self, like real. And from this moment, that's where like it's gonna be dance. You know, like you feel it and it feels you, and then until the fight, you both know that it's on.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's right. But for me, when we train at the same gym with the guy,
Okay, so we have to redefine the meaning of teammate.
thank you.
Man,
Will, why don't you just come back?
it's crazy how those French media are after me.
Make sure they have the door open on Hotel Way.
Wow, I'm public enemy. I look like some wanted. Like every guy that asked me a question in French, there was like just coming after me like he's blaming from something. The guy said, I said, Cyril, it's easy fight.
Look at that boy. He bullshitted his way back here.
I'm trying to transform everything that I said. Like I'm saying things and he's like, yeah, you say this. He says the toughest one. Stipe is the toughest one, so it's the easiest. I'm like, bro, there's toughest and tough. There's tough and toughest. So. Yeah, final face off is today. I mean, it's a ceremonial weigh-in, and at this point, everything is done.
Official weight 257 for the champion. I'm here with the champ, Francis. An opportunity to defend your title against a man that you have trained with. What does it mean to defend your title tomorrow night, and how do you think this fight is going to go down?
Well, it's very important to defend my title and to remind people that I'm the champion, you know, and I'm going to retain my title tomorrow night by some explosive knockout.
Good luck to you, sir. The champion, ladies and gentlemen, Francis Ngannou. We will see you all tomorrow night.
So, cage door closes, you know, introductions, Herb says, all right, fight's on. What's going through your mind? Are you thinking about your knee in those moments?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking about my knee.
Going into the fight, everybody thought Francis couldn't go 5 strong.
Has noticed those on his opponent, Francis Ngannou.
Basically, when I started to move, and then I know that the canvas most of the time is slippery. I'm like, this thing might slip. in the wrong way. So start to find my grip, start to find my trying to be as stable as possible, but being stable doesn't allow me to move. So I was very behind on every action.
He got caught. Yeah, he did.
You know, round one was close. I would have gave it to Ngannou just because I err on the side of caution. Two judges gave it to Ngannou. Sal D'Amato gave it to Francis. So we're down, you know, by 2 judges right now. Round 2, clear round for Ngannou. We're down 2 rounds essentially now.
After the second round, I knew that I was losing. Then I'm like, okay, this can be it.
In the 3rd round, we told him, hey, you gotta pick it up, gotta mix it up, and that's when everything changed. Francis became not just the hardest puncher in the world, but a great mixed martial artist from the 3rd round on.
If this is my last fight, then let's fucking fight. And then maybe retire because I don't have a knee anymore or whatever it is. But let's fight.
We needed to get the band playing, as my dad would say, right? We needed to get that swing of momentum, that tide coming our way, and that's exactly what happened in round 3. The momentum swung.
Ngannou throws a kick, Francis catches it, and you talking about Michael Jordan slam dunk contest of the century. Man, he caught the leg and he dunked Francis Francis dunked Cyril to the ground. Body slam out of this world, lands on top of him, and then the momentum started to change.
Going into round 4, you know, a little bit more of the same. We took him down, we out-wrestled him. There were some really great wrestling exchanges there. Like, I remember him hitting the body lock, the air chair, some of the takedowns were high-level shit, man, and I was like, hell yeah, we got this dude. And I remember going into round 5 was the moment I remember Ngannou like peeling himself off the mat, and me yelling over at Francis. I remember like Ngannou was like right here, and it took him forever to get up off the mat, and Francis was already in the corner. I remember looking over like, hell yeah, look at that motherfucker, he's fucking broke. And Ngannou like kind of looking back at me, and I see Francis's like energy, like I know he's tired. I know both of those guys were tired, but it was more about imagery, about aesthetics and how we looked versus how he looked. And when we got Francis on the stool, we knew it was 2-2 going in round 5, and we were gonna go get this motherfucker. I knew it, man. Like Dewey knew it. We all knew it. All we needed was one takedown, one opportunity. Something will present itself in this round, and we're gonna come out of this shit on top.
Winner this round wins this fight. Come forward, head movement, straight punches. Look at me. Take his punk ass down.
I believe in you, motherfucker. Hey, we've been through so much shit together. This is you. You understand me? This is you, kid. Let's go. Pull it up. 5 minutes, champion.
I remember pre-camp discussions with Francis. And pre-fight camp, he talked to me about, I know that these guys will go for a leg lock or a heel hook or some sort of foot submission. I said, oh yeah, why is that? And he said, well, their jiu-jitsu coach used to always talk about how big my feet were and how that they were tailor-made for heel hooks. I guarantee you at some point in this fight that Ngannou will go for my foot.
Because for him, he was like, give it all. Like, it's all or nothing. You're losing the fight. And when he tried that ankle lock, he has to go put his back on the canvas to try that ankle lock. At that moment, I'm like, good. As long as he doesn't lock my hips, I can rotate.
Let's keep it here, and we're gonna be able to win this fight on one leg.
He showed what a conqueror does. He's shown what a conqueror does this entire time, from getting to Africa, to France, to now America, to winning the world championship against a guy who beat you. And then to find the perfect nemesis to your style that knows you very well, who is trained by the same coach. All these things is like weighing on a person. And Francis showed why he's so strong mentally, physically, spiritually, and he got it done. I'll never forget that moment. Great moment. Francis Ngannou, you are a fucking king.
I stood up, I looked at him. It was done. He knew it was over. Like, and I knew, like, how he plays out, we both know.
Still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
after the fight, instead of like being happy, I started like feel some anger. Oh yeah, I was angry about all this, like, you know, those kind of like emotion moment, like, okay, they wanted to screw me up, they wanted to fuck me. What would have happened if I have lost this fight? Okay, he would have been like, oh no, this, he wouldn't be like, no, he just lost a fight, as fighter do lose a fight, but he would have been a whole drama around, and that's what they wanted it to sound. And yeah.